Hello everyone, and welcome. We're reviewing Ico as well now. Now, we're going to talk a little about Ico itself in the HD remake. If you're not aware, this is the PS3 version of Ico, the HD collection with Shadow Colossus. And let's go ahead and just talk about that real quick. I do own the original PS2, and I've played it. I did not beat it on the PS2. It was my first time beating Ico on the PS3. And I have to say, though I wouldn't say it's PS3 level of graphics, I would say the graphic level was solely boosted to like near-end PlayStation 2, which is very good, to be honest. It just looks really good in that, and I don't really have much more to say. I mean, it's an artistic game as it is. Now, for those who don't know what the hell Ico is a puzzle-oriented escort mission type game. The majority of the game, you bring this mysterious girl with you to explore and figure out what's going on exactly while solving puzzles. Sadly, during your duration, you will be attacked by shadows who are trying to recapture her. A basic concept would be to use her as bait and beat them up with that, but combat is not like really involved or anything. It's pretty hacky slashy. It doesn't involve a lot of strategy, and you don't got a lot of moves. It's a very simple experience, and it's really hard to find a lot of talk about Ico. It's not because Ico is bad, it's because Ico is, in its core, simplistic, but fun. But in the meantime, you'll be majorly escorting this girl with you, trying to solve puzzles and get yourself and her through the layout of the strange castle you're in. And you'll have to, well, you don't really, like, how to say, puzzles ain't like really complicated. They're mostly pushing, scaling, switches. Later on you start getting thrown in fire where you can light bombs or so on objects, cut ropes. And there's not really I mean, there was thinking involved, but if you've played a lot of adventure games with puzzles of this kind of caliber, the odds are you've mostly seen and done it before. But Ico is all about the experience. If you've been gaming for a long time, there's no doubt you couldn't have heard how Ico was considered an artistic masterpiece within gaming itself. And whether you think it's overhyped or not overhyped in that kind of regard is opinion. I think Ico is truly a wonderful experience that anyone should experience at least once. It is important to note that the HD collection is the European version, which added co-op after you beat the game, and an additional ending and weapon. And I'm hoping to get to experience that soon. But we're just going over the basic here. So we'll just go over a few of the gameplay elements and such, aside from, you know, the puzzles and that. So in case you're wondering how you save, saving is very simple. It's not limited or anything. You'll find these stone couches, oddly, and you save on them. Oddly enough, you do need the goal with you to save. And as you progress, you'll gain a sword, a mace, and you can even gain an additional weapon, as said, when you replay the game again. I believe it's a lightsaber type like weapon. And majorly, you'll just you use them to make combat easier and solve a few puzzles. Now, for the story, if you're not familiar with the story, you're a boy with horns, and your village basically considers you a giant taboo. And over however many centuries this village has been doing this, they take anyone born with horns, and they take them to this castle when they reach a certain age, and they basically get locked in this stone prison-like thing. and they just walk there and die or something. You technically get to kind of find out near the end, but that you'll have to find out yourself. Ico here, though, gets lucky because his cell, basically, a weird earthquake happens, and he gets broken out, and he gets the unique opportunity to escape. And he comes across the mysterious goal. Neither of the two can understand each other. The second playthrough, whole subtitles are in English, so you'll be able to understand her, which that I'm also looking forward to. Because original American at least didn't get to experience that. But they can't understand each other, so it's an interesting test of two characters who can't even understand each other's languages trying to escape this place. Overall, there's not like any real bosses. Like, even the final fight, which is basically the only real boss fight, is really just a simple puzzle, really. And it's really hard to find a lot of things to talk about here. I mean, it's really something you play to experience, really, because all the mechanics are simple to understand. They're nothing revolutionary in their own, but it's the experience and mood that the game, I mean, when this came out, I mean, the original PS2 version compared to, obviously graphics and stuff at this day are considered pretty poor, but it's the experience that lasted. The graphics may grow old, but it is the experience of a game that makes a game memorable over generations. And that's why there are so many games people love in old ones, because it was the experience they truly treasured. And Ico was certainly one of those games. But you'll kill the old Blake Free, and he'll have this vision, and you can interpret this little strange nightmare dream in different ways of that. But basically it'll lead to them trying to find a way out, because they get locked. They get locked inside this castle. Like, they'll get to the front gate, and they'll get locked inside by a mysterious woman who identifies herself as the mysterious girl's mother. And you find out her reasons for what she's doing that in the end too, obviously. Again, we won't be spoiling any of that. That stuff, yeah, you're just gonna have to experience there. But oh, what more can we say, really? I mean, you're basically going to be going on a quest about getting the doors unsealed, because she closes them on you. That's mainly the main portion of the game, is to get the doors open. But there's still just a little more after that, obviously. It's not that easy. And she wouldn't let you just run through them so easily, But, yeah, I'm kind of running out of what to mumble on about here. All I can really say is, if you've never experienced Ico, go get the HD collection. It's cheap. You get Ico and Shadow Colossus, and even if you don't like the idea of a giant escort mission, and Ico's not a really long game, so it's not like you're escorting someone for 30 hours. I beat Ico in like 3 hours and something of that. I got the trophy for being at under 4 hours. Most people, if you really good and quick, you can actually beat it under 2 hours. So I'd say for the average person, anywhere between 4 to 6 hours probably. So it's not like it's a really long game of it. And the escorting ain't actually that bad. I mean, it's probably one of the better escort related things I've ever played. I mean, that and Resident Evil 4, I'd say, had the more better escorting than most other crap. But yeah, I mean, it's only 19 or 29? Oh, I can't remember now. However, it's not full price. You get 2 games, and Shadow Colossus is 100% awesome, regardless of whether you like the atmospheric effect of Ico. I highly recommend experiencing Ico at least once. So, what are you waiting for? Go get the HD collection.